It's weird right now. When you're predicting the 2026 NBA Finals winner, you're not bringing up the Boston Celtics. You're not even bringing up the Boston Celtics if you're trying to predict who's going to win the East next year either. It's a different year for them. And that is because Jason Tatum is going to be out for the year. Yeah. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the Boston Celtics. And honestly, I'm just not going to have Tatum play at all next year. I don't know why he doesn't have an injury in 2K's roster right now, but we're going to operate that he's not going to be back. Maybe there's a chance he's healthy in March or April, but I don't even know if it's worth like rushing him back when like even the Celtics team might not be able to beat like a Knicks or a Cavs next year or a Magic or a Hawks just because Drew's not here, KP's not here. And I just think it may be tough. So we're going to play Jaylen Brown like 37 minutes a night. Pritchard's going to play about 35 minutes a night. Let's go 35 to Derek White. Anthony Simons is going to play a ton as well. Like they have some flamethrowers, some really good shooters on this team. It's just the front court depth is not so good right now. Like Amari Williams, it's Luka Garza, Chris Boucher. I think Neemias Queta is probably going to be the best option there. He's going to get 27 minutes a night. Sam Hauser is probably going to start for us at the 4 spot. I'll go 24. I think that was going to be like George and Yang before they traded him. I'm not going to play Williams or Shulga right now. I would like to get Hugo Gonzalez some minutes, Luka Garza some minutes, and then we'll probably finish things off with like Baylor Shireman. Like Josh Minot could end up getting minutes for this team as well. RJ Lewis is most likely going to be a 2-way, but yeah, they have their eyes set on the 2027 season with a mid-level exception next year with more flexibility. KP's in Atlanta. Drew Holiday's in Portland. Most likely Al Horford's going to be in Golden State. So we have our 26, 27 first, and then no first in 28. Well, a swap horse with San Antonio, and then no first in 2029 from the Drew trade. Now, system proficiency under Missoula, 3.5 stars. And I don't know why Tatum's overall is so bad. Like it's an 89. Now, if I made Tatum a small forward, it goes up to a 90. And this is with no injury. Like no injury Tatum should be like a 96, 95 overall. So I'm going to give Tatum a torn Achilles injury and just have him out for the year. So yeah, he's going to be out for the year. Let's see how the season goes, taking on a couple Eastern Conference teams to start off the year. Boston could definitely be a playoff team. I would say it's more likely a play-in team than like a top 6 team, but I do feel like they could be competitive. We'll see how Pritchard looks. I mean, he's under a great contract. White's under contract. Brown's under contract. It's just the thing with Anthony Simons. He's a free agent at the end of the year. He plays well in 2K, but 78 overall with this roster, not as good as I thought. I got offered Bam Adebayo and Davion Mitchell for Jaylen Brown. That's a funny offer. And honestly, Bam around Tatum might be more useful than Jaylen Brown when it's all said and done, but I'm not going to go there. Denny Avdia and Jeremy Grant for Jaylen Brown. Hello. That's also a very intriguing offer. And I don't know. Denny's on such a good contract, but Jeremy Grant is on such a bad contract. And this team could end up getting a good pick in the 26th draft. We'll see. Luka Garza just got hurt. So through the first, well, wow. Okay. I've seen some weird NBA Cup MVPs. Actually, no, they usually go to good players. In my Heat rebuild, I did see Jeremy Sohan. Dante DiVincenzo might be the worst player. Well, he's better than Sohan right now, but like when Sohan won it, probably better. That's just crazy. He got Cup MVP. We're 10-17, a little bit worse than I thought. Like Jaylen Brown is the number 1 option. True shooting percentages at 56, a little bit below league average, but fine enough for a number 1. Peyton Pritchard, baller this year, should be better than a 78 overall. Anthony Simons has been better. We'll see if I can trade him at the deadline, but I don't want to take back any bad contract going forward. Like it's, yeah, these 4 trying to do as much as they can, and then it's just like a hodgepodge. Even though Queta, I think, would be the best center for them and has had a good Eurobasket run, it's just like, I don't think he's like a starting center on a playoff team. Shireman, geez, already 25. Hugo, shown some flashes this year for sure. Yeah, and I feel like I could be a seller here at the deadline. I don't know what there is to sell. Like, there were talks about Jaylen Brown and White in the 25 offseason. Nothing really transpired. I mean, White would probably give you a Mikal Bridges type. He's a little bit older, and he already got paid. I don't think he's getting as many firsts as the Nets got for Mikal, but it could be, like, close enough. Like, it could be a Desmond Bane type return. You just got to take on a little bit bad money. It's just like having Peyton Pritchard under this contract is so valuable. Like, it's crazy how little he's making, and he's been so good and has been the part this year. Okay, so we are here at the deadline. We're 18-33, which is fine with me. I didn't expect to compete this year. We have our eyes set on the 2027 season. I say we try to get worse than Brooklyn and guarantee ourselves a top 10 pick. I like Anthony Simons. I mean, he will re-sign. What does this look like? I feel like he would get more than 8 million. Let's say I do give him like 13 million a year. Let's do it. He's a solid 6-man. It's a tradable contract. I think I'd rather trade him than whatever I'm going to get for him. And it's so tough because he's making a decent amount. I mean, how is Sam Hauser shooting this year? 41%. Like, he's somebody I think I could maybe get close to a first-round pick, like a protected first-round pick at the deadline. And then I don't really want to move Pritchard or White Jaylen Brown could transpire at one point, and I don't know if anybody wants, like, Boucher would get me a second. Luka Garza, I don't even know if he would get me anything, and Kata's hurt. All right, so I'm going to actually make an in-division trade. I'm going to send the Knicks Chris Boucher and Josh Minot, who hasn't played. I'm going to get my second-round pick back in 2028, and Gershon Yabusele, who could opt in to the $5.7 million player option. Like, we'll see if that happens. So the Knicks, I guess, prefer Boucher's big man ability over Gershon's as like a stretch four. So I'm going to get a second for Boucher and Minot. I don't mind that. I believe I need to sign somebody. Russ is still unsigned. Day'Ron Sharpe got released. That's kind of crazy. Let's sign Ben Simmons on a one-year deal. So I might give like Jordan Walsh some minutes. I'll probably give Gershon some minutes as well. All right. This team is ridiculous. I like basically shut down Jaylen Brown and we're still winning games. Look at all this green. Look at all this green. Oh my God, this team's actually going to go 39 and 43. I really thought I was going to have a top 10 pick in the draft. 39 and 43 in the Eastern Conference is like the 2 seed. Oh, that's so frustrating. I mean, I'm glad to see Jaylen Brown, like the bottom line, like the guy can be a winner as a number one in a way. Like 39 wins isn't good, but like this wasn't a great team around him. I just wish we were worse. I just wanted a better pick in the draft. So we ended up as the 9 seed. Okay. Atlanta's the 10 seed who could definitely beat us. Do I openly tank this game? I might just say screw it. Jaylen Brown's not going to play in this game. They want to play Xavier Tillman. Like, I kind of want to just have, like, the worst possible lineup out there. But that's not very ethical, right? So, I'm not going to flat out tank. But please lose this game. I hate you guys so much. Jaylen Brown goes for 41. We won by 6 in overtime. Oh, my God. All right, Philadelphia. Please beat me. Please beat me. Okay, good first quarter. And then you have to blow it. I'm rooting for... I hate this team. I hate this team. We made the playoffs. Well, there goes my chances in the lottery. And we're taking on Cleveland in round number 1. Don't you guys... Oh, my God. Just put me out of my misery, Cleveland. They win game 1. We actually won game 2. This team wins a playoff series. I mean, I guess I got to go all in. Game 3, we lose. Let's see what happens game 4. We win. What? Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know what changed. Like, I acquired Gershon Yabusele for Chris Boucher, and that apparently made us like a top team. I don't get it whatsoever. If I went to my team stats, what's my net rating? So I finished with a negative net rating. Yeah, negative 1.4. And we're going to a game 4 against, I don't get it, against the 1 seed. Now, if I went to, I think you could see, not team stats, so you could see that previous year. Split stats is what I'm looking for. After the All-Star break, can you see your record? Okay, that's so stupid. What? You can only see your stats. You can't see your record after... What? I just love 2K, right? All right, game 5. Let's see what happens. We lose this one by 3. Jaylen Brown at 31. I mean, Jaylen Brown's been solid here in round number 1. Simons is shooting well. Derek White's shooting well. Pritchard's shooting well. Game 6, we lose. Okay. I'm sorry for being like wanting to lose. I never like to do that, but it's just like we didn't need to get here, right? Like we could have easily lost to Atlanta in overtime. I'm getting the 10th overall pick in the draft, and we move. But now I'm getting the 15th overall pick in the draft. As Denny Avdia, Conference Finals MVP. Donovan Mitchell, Eastern Conference Finals MVP as well. Wow. Okay. I did not expect the Portland Trailblazers to be here in the Conference Finals, but here we are. And then let's see who wins the 25. Oh my God. Wow. The Portland Trailblazers and Denny Avdia are your 2026 NBA champions. Okay. They swept Minnesota, beat Dallas in 5. I mean, they avoided like OKC. The Lakers beat OKC for them. I guess Luka got hurt in this series, and that's why they were able to make it to the finals. Beating Cleveland's crazy as well. So there goes my chance at getting like an AJ DeBanza or somebody like that, and I got to lose one of these as well. Jeez, it sucks. You got to drop down 5. Well, I guess I can allocate these elsewhere, whatever. So LeBron James retires. Chris Paul retires. I don't think we're going to see any Celtics. There's a former Celtic and Al Horford, former Celtic, and Jeff Green as well. Really good career for Jeff Green, honestly. Kelly Olynyk retired, a former Celtic. Joe Pruney retires as an assistant. LeBron, Curry, Russ, and Chris Paul retire as well. We are not going to eliminate short-term contracts. So let's see where the lottery plays out. So Philly, 13th overall pick. We would have been picking like Atlanta was at 10. So we would have been picking at like 10 if we lost that. Instead, we're picking at 16. Yeah, I could move up, but that's just... I don't know. It is what it is, right? So I would like to draft somebody real. Now, you guys know my disdain for these PC draft classes and 2K not having cross-play for the, or cross, like, sharing for shared scenarios or this. It's really frustrating. So I could try to move up with 39 and 43. Now, that might move me up 1 spot, those 2 seconds. I could include Sam Hauser in a trade as well. Like, if I said, Phoenix, do you have cap space? Plus, do you want Sam Hauser? they're going to say, no, what are you thinking about? So let's do this with San Antonio, I think. Now, they could definitely use shooting 100% on their team. I don't know if there's anybody else I could maybe throw in this deal. Like Luka Garza ended the season on a very strong note, but I think I want to run him back next year. Definitely Hugo Gonzalez as well. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades here involving... It's probably going to involve Hauser. So we are going to move up 6 spots. So basically, I mean, because I don't really want to trade. I guess I could move my 27 first, expecting to be better. But if I'm going to do that, then I want to move up more than 6 spots. Like, I want to see if the Suns will go up to 8. 8 spots. You get my unprotected first next year, because I plan on being better next year, and my 2 seconds. They're going to agree to that. I wonder if I could have went up higher than 8. So number 1 is Darren Peterson to the Rockets. 2 is Chris Sinak to the Bulls. They go kind of positional value. AJ DeBanson to the Pelicans. Cameron Boozer to the Kings. Elijah Arenas to the Jazz. Mikael Brown Jr. to the Wizards. And the Hornets are going to select Nate Ament. So I got offered Thomas Sorber. And what pick is this? Utah's unprotected next year, which I don't even think they have. It's like top 10 protected. I'm not doing that deal. So I'm looking at I don't really want to take like one of these auto-generated guys. There's Kareem Lopez, who I took a ton in 2K24. There's C-Dub, Caleb Wilson, who, you know what, we could use a power forward, but right now it's going to be Jason Tatum coming back. Jaden Quainance, we could use a center, and he'd be like the starter right away. You know what? I'm gonna take Jaden Quainance. We're gonna take him here out of Kentucky. A little bit undersized, but really has all the defensive potential in the world to be like the best rim protector from this draft class. And Kareem Lopez went 1 pick later. C-Dub to the Spurs, and the Suns ended up taking a Rob Towns with that pick. Somebody I've seen be very good. So Gershon opts in. I guess I had to expect that, but he could be a fine enough role player. I'm gonna pick up the team options on these guys, but Baylor Shireman might just end up getting moved. So we're here in free agency. Is Tatum back yet? 4 to 6 weeks. He'll be back at the start of the year. We don't have like that mid-level exception, unfortunately. PJ Washington got signed, so I don't want to sign him. I Sumu could be somebody we grabbed. Like next year, we're going into the season with Keita, Quainance, and Garza, Gershon, and like Tatum at the 4. We were able to keep Hauser. We have Hugo, Shireman, White, Simmons, and Pritchard. All right, I'm going to sign Ayo Dosunmu here on a 2-year deal. What's the most I can give you? $5.76 million. We'll make it fully guaranteed, and we are going to sign him. We're going to renounce the rights on Tillman, Simmons. I would like to bring back Shulga, Lewis, and Williams if I can. And Amari Williams does not want to sign here. What about Max Shulga? Would he re-sign with us? Is he a shooting guard? And he does not want to re-sign here either. Okay, so maybe RJ Lewis will. And then I can't go into Player Finder and sign them there because 2K took that out, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. Some reasons it's cool, some it's not. I think it was cool to kind of like just go through there and you can like trade for somebody through the Player Finder. You guys know my also annoyance with that. And also this too. Like RJ Lewis would take the minimum, but he's expected 2.3, which it won't even let me go into there anymore to offer him that. Just another dumb thing that happened this year with 2K. So I'm going to sign 3 veterans. I may end up having to release them. We'll see. Duncan Robinson, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Harrison Barnes we signed. So KD goes to back to the Rockets. Everybody kind of re-signed. Jalen Duren, though, leaves Detroit to go to Utah. So do we try to make a play for Walker Kessler? I mean, he got $62 million. Did Kessler get traded? Let's see. I mean, I did trade away my first rounder next year, and I have Quainance. That's probably what it would cost me. Oh, yeah, he got traded to the Lakers, or signed with the Lakers, actually, because Utah didn't want to bring him back. All right, so I do need to cut 2 players before the season starts. So, like, I actually may release 1. I'll release Harrison Barnes, I think, or Duncan Robinson. Well, we're going to release Barnes, and then I think I'm going to actually try to trade away Baylor Shireman to see if I can get like a second for him. Chicago offering a first rounder is hilarious. I'll take your 2030 second rounder. So we're going to do that for Baylor Shireman. Let's go here to the 2027 season. Dame going on a farewell tour. Interesting. So it's going to be Pritchard, White, Brown, Tatum, Keita, with Simons off the bench, Dosunmu, Hauser, Gershon. And then I think I'd like for, I don't know, Gershon might get like 10 minutes. I think we can go like 15 to Dosunmu, 15 to Hauser, because I would like to also play Quaidance about 15. I would like to play Hugo Gonzalez, and then like even in the starting 5, I mean, like we can ease Tatum back into the swing of things. So I'll go like 30 for the first half. And then we can play these guys a little bit more because that's what I wanted to do. I think I'm going to have a big realization soon with what I want this team to be. Now, we don't own our first round pick at the end of the year. Not saying I'm going to do this trade, but it could be something that's worth it, right? Like I could put Jaylen Brown at the 2. Derek White gets me a good center and Miles Turner. Not going to do that, but I think that is something we can eye if I don't know. We have a window right now with the Jays. So like, do I want to believe in Jaden Quainance, who could be really good in 3 years, but I think maybe more so of a backup. So we try to upgrade the Keita spot. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins NBA Cup MVP. Got offered Bam Adebayo for Jaylen Brown again. Like, that is an interesting offer, I can't lie. Like, Bam is probably the best center I could get for Jaylen Brown. Like, I'm not getting Wemby. I mean, I could probably get Şengün, and like 2K would definitely do that. Like, I'm not getting Jokic. I don't even know if I'd want to beat in that contract. I could probably get Karl Anthony Towns, maybe, as Trae Young ended up in Atlanta or in Washington. I don't know why he's an 84 overall. Maybe this roster that I have isn't the best. So the Jazz are trying to give me a first rounder from the Lakers from that Russell Westbrook trade for Anthony Simons. Also not a bad offer, but I don't think I want to move Simons right now. So we're 30-22. We're here at the deadline, where I think I could be active for sure. I want to be a buyer. I don't think I'm going to make, if I was ever going to trade Jaylen Brown, it would not be right now. Now with the second April not being in 2K, it's like 2 Supermaxes I could work with. I mean, that Derek White contract is hefty. If I was going to trade him, it'd probably be this upcoming offseason. All right, so I didn't really have a spot for Ayo Dosunmu. I'm going to get Chip Rivers, a 47th overall pick from the Spurs, and a swap best between Dallas and them for Ayo in 2030, because Dosunmu was probably not going to crack the rotation like towards the end of the year because we had Simons, and like I kind of preferred some of the other wing guys over him. I'd like to play Hugo a little bit more in the second half. So honestly, I might go like 20 to Hugo, remove Gershon from the rotation, but like we have some depth here in case another injury does happen. All right, so Wemby goes on to win MVP, 29 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, kind of a stud. AJ Debanta is your rookie of the year. Young Hansen, 6th man of the year. Pretty good numbers there, but like, yeah, no, getting better. 21 years old. I would take those 100%. Cedric Howard, most improved, and Wemby is your clutch player of the year. Wemby, Luka, Jokic, Cade, and Shea, all NBA first team. And then you got Ant, Bam, Halliburton, AD, and LaMelo on second team. Third team, you have Embiid, Harden, Paolo, Şengün, Sabonis, all defensive first team and all defensive second team. So Tatum got hurt down the stretch. So actually, when is Tatum back? Please tell me. Okay, he's good to go. He got hurt though, so he didn't really meet the game's threshold. Him being an 89 overall is kind of ridiculous. Is his shot tendency like extremely low? Like, why did he only average 18 points a game? That just does not feel right. No, it's good. I guess I could probably lower Derek White a little bit, Anthony Simons a little bit, and Pritchard, just because we do have Tatum back. And like even Jaylen Brown's a little bit, because I want Tatum to be like, I mean, I guess it could be realistic. He's not going to be the same guy after an Achilles tear. Like, that is maybe one of the serious injuries you could ever get. So for the playoffs, I don't think Yabusele is going to play or Garza. We're going to go 15 to Quaintance. We're going to go 15 to Hauser. I might go like 18 to Hugo Gonzalez. He might be him. Anthony Simons is an injury, but I believe he can play through it. So let's go 30. Let's go 40 to Tatum. Let's go 40 to Brown. And I think we should be good to go. All right, so we're going to be taking on the Raptors. We ended up as the 5 seed. They're the 4 seed. They played each other, I believe, in the conference finals or conference semifinals in the bubble, so it's been a minute. They have quickly Dick, Barrett, Barnes, Pirtle, with Ingram, Ulrich, Elijah Martin, and Parney Young coming off the bench. Pritchard has a sprained right knee, but he can play through it. 43, 14, and 6 for Jason Tatum. See, that's the Jason Tatum we all know and love. Game number 2. We end up losing this one by 16. Ingram at 25 points in 25 minutes. Jaylen Brown at 35 in this one in the loss. Game number 3 goes to Boston. 119-107. 23 for White, 27 for Tatum, 24 for Ingram. They should probably play him more. We do win game 4. 40, 14, and 8 for Jason Tatum. 31 points, 13 rebounds, 6.5 assists. 2.6 stocks, 55, 54, 85 splits. Game 5, they stay alive, winning by 17. Game 6, we take care of business, beat them by 24. Jason Tatum tops off an incredible round 1. 50, 42, 84 splits in those 6 games. Jaylen Brown was really good as well. I'm sure he's happy not getting the opposing team's #1 defender. Peyton Pritchard was fantastic as well in this series. Same with Anthony Simons. How was D. White? He was good. 26 from 3, though. We could be better. We're taking on Cleveland, so we do have a chance at getting revenge from last year for them beating us. But now we have Jason Tatum. Donovan Mitchell, he's got a noticeable knee injury, down 9 overall points that he's day-to-day with. And Jared Allen, strained hip. Game 1 goes to Boston, 119-86. 26 for Tatum, 24, 8, and 7 for White. Game number 2 goes to Cleveland by 1. Damn. 26-point triple-double for Tatum, 22 and 8 for Pritchard. We do lose game 3 by 3, 139, 136. Tatum with 37. White, Pritchard, and Brown, 62 combined. Game 4, must win. We lose this one. Damn, we get blown out. I don't know if I'm going to make any, like, do I make an adjustment? Damn, Derek White been pretty bad. Jaylen Brown's been pretty bad as well. Hugo's struggling. So, I mean, I could lower the Hugo minutes a little bit. Maybe up the Sam Hauser minutes. Maybe we could just use his floor spacing. Game 5. Nope, we get eliminated. So the second straight year, we get eliminated by the Cavs. The Celtics beat the Cavs in the 2024 playoffs, and the last 2 runs we ended up losing. Anthony Davis and Jalen Suggs are your conference finals MVPs. Mavericks and Magic in the finals, and the Mavericks win in 7, with Anthony Davis being your finals MVP. All right, so Cleveland loses to Orlando. Orlando gets revenge from the 2024 playoffs as well in that Game 7 round number 1. So, I don't know. With Jason Tatum back, I thought we could have gone to the conference finals, so it's not the end of the world. We will have an offseason of flexibility. There goes Harrison Barnes after being unsigned. There goes Terry Rozier, former Boston Celtic. Now, I don't know if I'm going to trade away a Jaylen Brown this offseason. I don't think I have to. I am going to explore the idea of trading away Derek White. I'd rather get out a year early than a year late. We will not own our first round pick. That is going to go to the Suns at 23 for us trading up for Jaden Quaidance last year. I think it's worth it. And let's bring back Joe Mazzulla on a 4-year deal. All right, so I actually like this trade a lot. We're going to be getting Aaron Gordon in a 29 first. So I think next year I may actually play Jaylen Brown at the 2, something he hasn't done since he was a lot younger in the league. Tatum at the 3, Gordon at the 4, who was really good last year. He's making $34 million. White's under contract for an extra year, making a little bit less. I'm getting a first round pick out of this deal as well. So they think they're probably getting out a year early on Aaron Gordon than a year late. And I'll definitely take that first round pick that you gave me. I thought I was going to have to maybe throw in a first round pick based off what he did last year. So yeah, ends an era. Derek White's been here since the 2022 deadline. Gordon, like I said, is probably going to start at the 4 spot for us next year. The number 1 overall pick, the Kings are selecting Trevor Butler III from Georgia Tech. He looks really good. I feel like the Kings, I don't know what's going to happen when I rebuild them, but they're always picking in the top 3 or top 5 throughout the first few years, I feel like, of the start of these rebuilds. So we'll see. Jerry Wennington, I see that last name a lot. He ends up going number 4 to Philly, and number 5 is Marcus Whitehead from Syracuse, 6'7", the next Melo. So I ended up taking a Russian 6'6" shooting guard in the second round, Yegor Chu. Yeah, I guess it's Yegor now, right? Would make sense because Yegor Djorman is also from Russia. We're going to pick up the team option on Hugo and Chip Rivers. Giannis, Jokic, KD, Mitchell, and Kat are all free agents. We're not going to have cap space to go after them, which is expected. So next year, we're going to have Simons and Pritchard. Simons is somebody I could think about moving. Pritchard is going to need an extension soon. I said Jaylen Brown's going to be the 2 next year. We have Hauser with 2 years left. We have Hugo, we have Tatum, we have Aaron Gordon in the mix now. And I would like to bring back one of those centers. I think I'd bring back Neemias Queta on a 1-year deal. And let's also bring in Kevon Mooney on a 1-year deal as well to be the 3rd string center. I'm going to renounce the rights on Luka Garza, who's had his moments for us, but we're going to move in a different direction. I'm actually going to renounce the rights on all these guys. I have about $6 million in trade exceptions. Don't think I'm ever going to use those. And I'm going to sign this Brooke Erickson guy from the G League on a 1 point. Oh, he actually didn't take that. Okay. Well, he's 27 years old. Maybe he doesn't really want a 2-year deal. I get it. And I'm also going to try to lock up Johnny Furphy on a 2-year deal as well. So we get Erickson and we get Johnny Furphy. Maybe he could be something for us. So play progression, Tatum is still an 89. Such a weird overall. I think Quaidance is going to start for us at the 5 spot this year, which I'm excited about. The Gordon Quaidance front court. All right, so Pritchard, Brown, Tatum, Gordon, and Quaidance are going to be, I think, the starters this year. Yep. Simon's coming off the bench. We'll get 24. Hugo's going to have a large role this year. 15 to Hauser. I mean, I'm cool to see like what Furphy could do with 15 minutes a night. I don't think I'm really dying to play anybody else here outside of a backup 5, which will be Neemias Queta probably getting like 13 minutes a night. And then 4 minutes remaining. Let's go like 27 to Quaidance. We can go 28 to Gordon's fine. Let's go 35 to the Jays, 28 to Peyton Pritchard. All right, so Cooper Flagg ends up getting NBA Cup MVP. Oh, I was about to show you guys just everything going on. And Jaylen Brown tears his left elbow ligament. He's out 2 to 4 months. He was kind of having a down year, so maybe this could be like a good refresh for him. I think we're going to throw in Hugo as a starter. He's not going to play as many minutes, but we're going to do that. We could bump up Furphy and Hauser. I think Furphy being maybe potentially as good as Hauser soon, like could explore trading Hauser. We'll see. Might play Chip Rivers a little bit in like 14 minutes a night. He's the guy we got. What trade was that? That was the it wasn't Gershon. I think Ira DeSumo. He could end up being better than him. So let's go like 27 to Hugo. Let's go 30 to Gordon, 30 to Quaidance, and 31 to Peyton Pritchard, who has been down this year, which is a bad time for him because he's in expiring contract. This is interesting. I'm not going to do it, but Anthony Simons for Ivica Zubac. That is a great fit for us. I'd give up that Dallas swap in 2030 for Anthony Simons. Not going to do that, like I said, because I like Quaidance, but I don't know. Zubac would be a really good addition. Also, Aaron Gordon's got a player option at the end of the year. Let's give him a 2-year extension, but I'm going to throw a team option on that year. So, like, what happens with it? Do they, I mean, okay, so it actually negates the player option. So I probably should have waited. I feel like that's pretty unrealistic. But now I know for future use. Peyton Pritchard, I want to resign. I'll give him like something fair. I'll give him a raise up to $13 million, around that, 12.75, and it'll send over time. Hauser's a free agent in a year. Brown, we could wait on. I guess if I was going to move Brown, it'd probably be this offseason, which I think is good timing because, you know what? We have a better team than last year, in my opinion. Brown hopefully will be healthy for the playoffs. So if we make it to the conference finals, keep Brown. If we don't, maybe trade Brown. And we're here at the deadline with a 34-15 record. We're really good. We have a 5.9 differential on a 6-game winning streak. So we're kind of like in the middle of the pack. It does feel like Cleveland and Atlanta is a tier above us, even though we're fairly close in wins. Tatum has been our leading scorer. We're going to get Brown back in about 1 to 2 weeks. Jaden Quaidance is shooting 46% from the field. He's not been great from 3. Actually, you know, he has 37%. I thought it was a little bit lower. I'm wrong there. Hugo, 38% from 3. 83% from the line. He's been holding down the fort till Jaylen Brown will come back. Thinking about potentially moving Hauser here at the deadline. Not sure what it would be for. Because if I wanted to like package like a Hauser and Simons, both have 2 years left, can do that in the offseason. I can get Jimmy Butler at 38 years old. I can get Julius Randle making $35 million a year. Yeah, I don't really like any of those deals. So I'm not really going to trade anybody. The only free agents we have at the end of the year are guys that I could probably get back on the minimum. Like, how's this Chip Rivers guy doing? Not good. I gotta probably remove him from the rotation once Brown comes back. Actually, as they said that, he started to step up a little bit. So, for these minutes, let's go, I think 30 there to Gordon. We can keep Quaidance at 30 as well. I'm gonna drop Pritchard down to 27, and I'd like to go about 4 more minutes to Brown, so I might just remove them from Chip Rivers, but still play him in the rotation. All right, so we are gonna eclipse 50 wins this year, which is nice. We go 51-27. Jaylen Brown got hurt, but he just comes back. So we're gonna go 52-30. Wemby wins MVP. Did he win it last year? I feel like he did. Yep, back to back. Trevor Butler, the #1 overall pick, was really good as a rookie. Rookie of the year. Darren Peterson, 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy, Peterson most improved. Wemby clutch player of the year. And JJ Redick takes home coach of the year. He won like a couple more games than us, like 2 or 3 more. Here's NBA first team with John Moran, who's really good in 2K26. I would try to sign him, maybe even over Luka, depending on like what you're building when they both hit free agency. And Giannis signed with Utah. Okay. I want to be second team. Jalen Johnson's here. Shout out to him with no Trae Young there anymore. Third team, we do get Jason Tatum. He was better in 28 than he was in 27, but still ways away from what he was pre-Achilles tear. I don't know why Charlotte didn't bring back Brandon Miller. I don't know what you're doing there. Jokic signed with Brooklyn. Okay. He wanted to go to a big city. Okay. Interesting. Because I was like, you know, Derek White and Jokic sounds sick, but that didn't even end up happening. So, wow. The Eastern Conference, kind of good. 50 wins is the 5 seed. Oh my God, it was so much better than the West. Look at that. Detroit was good. Cleveland was good. Miami was good. And Atlanta was good. Surprised Miami was this good. Where was this in my Miami Heat rebuild? So we ended the season with a 4.7 point differential, which is actually 6th in the Eastern Conference. Tatum was our leading scorer, but he was so good in the playoffs last year. I still think we can get that in him this year. Taking on Detroit, they let Jalen Duren walk to like Utah a couple years ago. So they have Aiden, Keon Ellis, Strother, Sasser, Middleton on their roster right now. So how do I want to orchestrate this? Chip Rivers was better in the second half, not playing him. We're going to go 18 to Kata. Just kidding. We're going to go 15 to Kata. I might go 33 to Quaidance. Let's ride him. Hopefully it works out. Let's go 20 to Simons and Hugo. 15 to Hauser. Might change that. I want to go 40 to Tatum. 38 to Brown. We can go 29 to Pritchard. All right, here we go. Can we beat Detroit? We lose game 1 by, what is that, 24? 30-point triple-double for Cade. 30 for Aaron Gordon. Welcome to the playoffs. Picking up where he left off in Denver a couple years ago. Then we lose by 2. Nice. So we're down 2-0. We lose both games in Detroit. We win the first game at the TD Garden. That's the Jason Tatum I need to show up. 8 stocks for Jaylen Brown after a really bad shooting night. Game number 4 goes to the Pistons. 133-130. Oh boy. All right. Game 5. That goes to the Pistons. So I think we're going to see a new era in Boston next year. That is not how I wanted to go out. Jaylen Brown, 3.5 turnovers, 3.5 fouls in those 5 games. 32 from 3, 45 from the field. He's got 2 or 3 years left, technically. I guess 1, or he's got 1 year left after this year. Yeah, I think we're going to look to move him in the offseason. Probably silly of me to put so much stock into Quaidance in his second year as a starting center playing 33 minutes a night. I should have evened those out a little bit more. That's on me. J-Dub is your Western Conference Finals MVP. And bam, probably should have traded him for Brown. I don't think they would do that anymore. 34 and 11, 3.4 stocks a night. And a rematch in 2012, the Heat win it all. Where was this, fam? Where was this in my Heat rebuild? They beat the Pistons in the conference finals, who beat us. That's incredible. That is actually incredible. Isaac Okoro. They have Derek Lively, okay, who averaged 2.8 points in the playoffs. I don't know if he got hurt. I think so. All right, so let's move on to the offseason. Our governor's not happy. We do have 1 improvement remaining, so I'll throw that on whatever fan night. You got Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan, Harden, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Middleton, Beal. Very fun Hall of Fame class or retirement class, just like legends after legends. And 5 of them will go to the Hall of Fame. Sometimes DeRozan and George make it, sometimes they don't. This time they both make it. James Harden and KD get their jerseys retired. I feel like DeRozan would get his jersey retired by the Raptors, but I don't even know at this point. So let's see here. We don't own our first round pick, or it's a swap. We do own our first round pick. It's going to be at number 23 here in the 2028 draft because it was a swap with San Antonio. They get 19. That's they're getting 3 and 4 from the Harden and McKellar trades. And the Pelicans get number 1. We're going to keep Joe Maz for now. The Pelicans got number 1. I don't think they have the cap to do this. Well, I think Zion's a free agent, so maybe they do have the cap to do this. Would you do number 1 for Jaylen Brown? There is a good player at the top of the draft. That's why I'm willing to talk about this. They say no. I'll give you 23, 53, and I'll give you, I don't really have many players under contract right now. Like, I don't want to give you Pritchard. Could give you Sam Hauser. Hauser, Brown, a first and a second for number 1. They say no, and I'll throw in my first in 2030. And I'll throw in my first in 2032. This is the most I could really do. They agree to that. Okay, so I do give them a haul. You might be like, Matt, what are you doing? I was only going to do this if there was a clear 1-1 in this draft, and that is Joe Townsend, a 6'5 guard from Georgia. Last time a shooting guard from Georgia went number 1 overall. It worked out very nicely for Minnesota. So we're going to do that. He's still going to be making a decent amount of money as a number 1 pick. I'm okay moving Hauser because we have Furphy. And I traded my first rounders. I kept all the first rounders that I owned from other teams, like Denver, and like the swap with Dallas and San Antonio in 2030. So it would be cool if New Orleans brought back Zion Williamson. We'll see if they do that. But yeah, they ended up trading number 1 for Jaylen Brown. Quainance, Hugo, Furphy all coming back. Chu, I'm not going to bring back. Luka's a free agent. He opts out. Rivers and Brooke Erickson, I will give the qualifying offers to. So before we start free agency, we need some roster spots, right? Like I need another center, but I believe in Quainance development. We have Aaron Gordon. We have Tatum, Hugo, and Furphy, Townsend, Simons, and Pritchard. I thought about moving Anthony Simons for another point guard, but I just don't know if that makes a lot of sense because I don't think I'm going to get a better point guard than he is right now. Now, there's some in free agency. There's Walter Clayton. There's Isaiah Collier as well, who's probably going to go back to Utah. Interesting. Yeah, we actually have like a full mid-level exception right now after that Brown trade. Draymond Green's been good in the save. I actually almost traded for him a couple years ago, but starting to teeter off a little bit right now. Don't know if that's worth it. Randall, he's been good. Like, he's available. I don't know if he really fits what we're building. So what I may do is offer Collier a decent amount of money, and then we could trade Simons. But if Collier says no, I think then we pivot to Walter Clayton. So let's give Collier 14 a year, 4 years, player option. Have to really make the Jazz think about it if they want to do it. And do we have any other free agents? Keita, minimum. There you go. So we get Collier. We're going to renounce the rights on Chu. Not Eric's, or, ooh, do I choose Rivers or Erickson? I guess I choose Rivers. So will they match it? They don't. Okay, Isaiah Collier, welcome to the Celtics. And then once we figure, wait, I don't have enough? Oh, man, I've been bamboozled. Okay, well, he's unrestricted now. We're going to be fine. That's annoying. I guess it was something to do with the Keita contract, so I'll make sure to do the 4-year and the player option. There we go. Now, since we have Collier, who could be a little bit more of an initiator, and Pritchard could be that flamethrower off the bench, I'm going to look to move Simons for maybe some front court help. Now, I want to see if the Rockets, who would, I don't know if they'll do this. Could we do Tari Eason for Simons and a pick? Let's see. I have my, actually, can I do 3-second Simons for Eason? Would they do this? They say no. How much? So that Nuggets pick is intriguing next year because they don't have Jokic. So I'll do this 2030 first. They say no. And a second. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. Okay, that actually got it done. I didn't think they were going to say yes. So I like Eason in the wings in case Gordon starts to regress a little bit. I'm going to take a flyer on Bennett Sturts here, who ended up in free agency. 3 years, $11 million, former 22nd overall pick by Denver. We've had a lot of ties to Denver today. I'm going to give Aaron Wiggins, the guy who saved basketball, a 1-year deal. I might give Brandon Clark a 1-year deal as well, because Kate is still like the backup 5. I guess like Eason could be a little bit of that, but we'll see. Quaidance is up to an 84. I'm really excited about Joe Townsend this year. So the Pelicans let Zion walk, but they also have AJ DeBanza. So maybe it's not the end of the world there because they could play one of them at the 4. And yeah, I guess AJ and Townsend would have been sick going forward. So let's re-up Tatum, max contract. Obviously, we're going to keep him here in Boston. Hugo, let's work on an extension that we feel comfortable with right now since he'd be restricted next year. So kind of like what the 2022 guys have gone this offseason. Not many 2022 picks have signed outside like the max guys, like, right? J-Dub, Chet, Paolo got those top end deals, but the only other one I can think of, is it really only Tari Eason? Yeah, like nothing with Walker Kessler, nothing with like Sohan, Daniel, Sharp, Mather, and Ivy. Interesting. So this is going to be the starting 5. Collier, Townsend, Tatum, Gordon, Quainance. We're going to go like 28 to the rookie Townsend. Let's go 36 to Tatum, 28 to Gordon, 30 to Queenance. Let's go 28 to Collier. We're going to do 25 Pritchard, 23 Eason. Actually, no, we'll do 20 Eason, 20 Gonzalez, 14 Furphy. The problem is, like, Eason could maybe be a backup 5. Like, I'd rather play Sturts over the bigs, and we signed Dale and Terry. So in order to do that, the secondary position for Eason is going to have to be center, because he might have to get in there a little bit. Now, shot tendency, like, what is it for Eason? Sometimes it could be low, 67. That's fine with me. Just want to make sure nobody's is, like, really low. Like, I think we can up Hugo's a little bit. Collier's up a little bit. And then Pritchard 75 is fine. Queen 75. We can up Townsend's to like an 80 because he's really going to be the number 2 soon. And Tatum gets hurt. Great. First game of the year. So in the first game, we did beat the Mavericks by 11. Gordon had 24. Tatum had 35. Okay, Bennett, I see you. What if he ends up being better than Collier? That would be funny. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets NBA Cup MVP this season. So we're going to lose Peyton Pritchard for a few weeks. That means we're going to see more minutes for Bennett Sturts, who I think the 2K thinks we should honestly start full time. I'm going to play Clark over Kata. And the problem with Collier, he's not as efficient as he was last year in Utah. So what I might do is drop him down to like 18 a night. Let's just start Sturts. He's been efficient this year. 23 minutes a night is fine. And then I kind of need Clark to be like a backup 5, but like I don't know who to like not play here. I guess funny enough, it would be Collier. So I don't know. I'll go like 10 to Pritchard, 10 to Clark. 11-man rotation is crazy. Maybe I end up going like 15 to Collier, 18 to Eason, and we just do like 18 to Pritchard right now. But that just feels kind of wrong in a way. But I mean, we are in the 2029 season because we are at the trade deadline right now. And if we look at the standings, 37 and 15, 10.2 point differential, 7-game winning streak. And Pritchard unfortunately got hurt again. Man, he's been banged up all year long. So I might play like Furphy a little bit more. This actually may allow me to play Bennett Sturts a little bit more. And I definitely want to play Joe Townsend more as well. Let's get him up to like 33. Let's get Gordon at 30. We're 42 and 19. I didn't make any moves at the deadline. We have the best point differential in the East. Shout out to the Wizards with a -1, just like sandwiched into some positive ones. I mean, the Rockets are 1 seed over there. Maybe they're enjoying Anthony Simons' help. So Nikola Jokic wins MVP in Brooklyn. Wilfred Wilson, not Joe Townsend, Rookie of the Year. I think I disagree with that one. Young Hansen, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy. Nadaye gets most improved here. Wow, 38th overall pick. Cool story. Diamond in the rough for Portland. Rockets 1 seed with no Tari Eason. Hey, maybe that worked out for both teams. I really don't know how Townsend didn't get Rookie of the Year. We're going to investigate that one. Tatum, 20.8 points, 7.5 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Maybe he's just not the regular season player he used to be. Maybe I have just too much scoring depth. If we look at the all-rookie first team, Joe Townsend averaged 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists on a 55% true shooting. How the hell did Wilson get it? Townsend got hurt at the end of the year, but he still played all 82 games and started all 82 games for the 1 seed, for the team with the 5th best record. Still, the Milwaukee Bucks. I know team record shouldn't matter, but like, I don't even see a reasoning why he should have won that award. 2K's out to get me. So our winning score was Tatum, followed by Aaron Gordon, another really good year. Jaden Quaintance, about 14.5, 8 rebounds, 3 assists a night, 35 from 3. Collier did struggle. I don't even know if he's going to be in the rotation come playoff time because Sturts and Peyton Pritchard were a lot more efficient. Because Peyton Pritchard, yeah, like a really good 3-point shooter. I think that's going to be my tough decision. The guy I gave like $40 million to, I'm not going to have him be in the rotation. I'm going to prioritize Brandon Clark. He's going to get 15 minutes a night. We're going to go 15 to Johnny Furphy. I'm going to go 20 to Eason, 20 to Gonzalez. I mean, I got to get Pritchard in here. Yeah, so Pritchard's going to get around like 26 minutes a night. Sturts will get 25. We're going to be taking on the Heat, who won the NBA Finals last year. I guess a little bit of a Finals hangover, back to reality. Heroes coming off the bench. They have Malik Monk. Also somebody I got in that Heat rebuild. We do win game 1, 119-106. 20 for Tatum, 20 for Aaron Gordon. Game 2 goes to the Boston Celtics, 153-99. Hello. Game 3 goes to the Miami Heat, 141-112. 21, 8, and 5 for Tatum, 15, 4, and 6 for Townsend. Game 4 goes to the Miami Heat, 116, 107, 20 for Gordon, 16 for Quaintance, 14 for Hugo. If I lose to an 8 seed, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. How are we down 3-2 to an 8 seed? Oh my God. This is embarrassing. Jeez, I don't even know like what's wrong at this point. I don't know. Game 6. Just put me out of my misery. We win game 6 by 12. Townsend with 22. Here we go. Game 7 against the damn 8 seed, man. What am I doing wrong here? Jaylen Brown's probably just like laughing at this series, and we're gonna get blown out in game 7. So there you have it. I get Bam at 40 and 18. Maybe it's Quainance. Maybe I can't trust this guy like right now. I know I gave Joe Mazzulla a bag last offseason, which was stupid because I think I'm going to fire him this offseason. Scoot Henderson joins Denny of Dia as the Blazers Conference Finals MVPs this decade, and Jalen Johnson gets it. Atlanta wins in 5. Jalen Johnson is your finals MVP. So we're going on here to the 2030 offseason. Oh boy. I'm going to upgrade just the training facilities. Maybe we could just be healthier. Kyrie joins the old Clippers team. He retires with Kawhi Leonard. We don't have any retirements. Carlisle retires. Spoelstra. Okay, some good head coaches off the market. I was hoping Joe Mazzulla would somehow retire this offseason. And I see that Nuggets pick. Wow, shout out the Derek White trade. It was a heist to get him. Maybe a heist to get off of him. Can that Denver pick be number 1? It doesn't. It ends up dropping to number 4. The Wizards from the Bucks get number 1. Bulls 2, Rockets 3, and then us at 4. Maybe I gave Mazzulla that extension 2 years ago. No, I thought it was last year, but I am going to fire him, unfortunately. I'm going to give Kerr a contract. I'm going to give Jason Kidd a contract. I'm going to get or give Jamal Mosley, just any real head coach out there. McMillan, no, just because it's going to get blocked. James Borrego is unsigned. I'll offer him a job. Oh, plenty of guys down here as well. Will Hardy, Charles Lee, you want to come back to Boston? Or Will Hardy as well. Darko, I can't even offer. So I got plenty of options here. Kerr and Redick say no, basically. So it's Lee, Hardy, Borrego, or Mosley. I'm actually going to choose, I think, Borrego. Looks like he's got the best ratings out of all of them. So I have the 4th overall pick. Irvin Singleton looks like a consensus 1 from Kansas. I don't know if I want to put all my faith into a rookie at the point guard spot, although he would be an upgrade over some of the guys we have. And I'm going to get an upgrade at the center spot. I'm going to be trading away Isaiah Collier and the 4th overall pick to OKC for Fred Gregory, former 26th overall pick, and Chet Holmgren, who was $105 million left remaining on that contract. He's going to be our center next year. I mean, could put him at the 4. Technically, like Eason's a free agent, Gordon's a free agent. It could be Chet and Quaidance, but I think he's going to start for us at the 5 spot. Let's see who OKC took at number 4. Rob Rose, 72 overall, 21-year-old out of Marquette. Billy White ended up going, wait, oh my God, the point guard didn't go 1. Singleton went 2. Didn't even look like that generational. So pick up the team option on Quaidance and Gordon. He'd probably take less in unrestricted free agency, but I just want to lock that up right now. Eason, yeah, we can get back on like a 3-year deal, and we're like over the cap, but we're like not that much over the cap. Kata just taking that paycheck from us. I would like to bring back Furphy, but not the end of the world if he did get signed. Chip Rivers was not great in Charlotte. Did Furphy might have signed actually with the team. Let's see. I would be happy for him. He'd probably get more opportunities next year. No, he didn't. I think I'm just missing him. I actually don't think I can sign Johnny Furphy. That's why I can't find him. Unless I'm really tripping because, oh, there he is. He's a 79. Yeah, he wants $12 million. I can offer that to him. But, like, right now, we have plenty of big man help. We have Hugo. Honestly, I may let him walk. I may just allocate that money. I mean, I could sign Kobe White. I could sign Desmond Bane. I could sign Kobe White. Bane's 2 years older, but was a lot better last year. I know I have Townsend. Oh, man. I actually can get a pretty good mid-level exception. I could get Markkanen. Not getting AJ Green. Mathurin, I don't know. I mean, I could get Miles Turner. He's 33. GG Jackson would probably be a good pickup as well, but I brought back Eason. I mean, I'll offer Rasheer Fleming the minimum if he chooses me, sure. Do I want Kobe White, who's kind of similar to Peyton Pritchard in a way? Do I want Isaiah Evans? Quentin Grimes is available. I mean, how far off are these defensive ratings? Yeah, I'll sign Desmond Bane. I'll give him a 3-year deal. $36 million, $39 million. Let's do it. So we're going to renounce the rights on Furphy and Terry. Fleming goes to Cleveland. So Tatum's at 91, Townsend's at 88, Quaidance 87. Like, Bane is going to be a full-on role player for us. Sturts is going to start at the 1, I think. So it's going to be, yeah, Sturts, Townsend, Tatum. We'll try this out in the front court. Gordon will come off the bench. We're going to go like 17 to Bane, 17 to Gordon, 20 to Hugo as a 6th man. Like, Eason and Pritchard, like, this is such a good bench unit. It's actually kind of insane. So 9 more minutes. Like, we'll do 26 of Sturts. That's fine. I want to go 35 to these guys. And then I'll go 31 to Chet for the regular season. 4-star pace and space under Borrego. So, yeah, we just lost Pritchard for like 2 to 4 weeks. He's had kind of some injury concerns over the last like year and a half. So, Jalen Johnson is your NBA Cup MVP this season. And Jason Tatum breaks his left kneecap. He's out 2 to 4 months. God damn, man, that is brutal. All right, well, I mean, his season's not over, which is good. We're going to go like 27 to Hugo, 33 Tatum. Let's go like 37 Townsend and see what he can do. We'll do 30 to Sturts. So I don't even know. We'll probably increase the Bane minutes, increase the Gordon minutes. Got about 14 minutes here. We'll increase the Pritchard minutes. and then we'll increase the Eason minutes. And we get Tatum back here in February. We're killing it this year. We're 48-14, and the team should win 60 games. We need one more. There we go. Oh my God. Why couldn't this happen 2 weeks earlier? Jason Tatum breaks his right elbow. He's out probably the start of the playoffs. So Wemby ends up winning another MVP award. He's killed it today. Billy White, Rookie of the Year, the #1 pick. DiVincenzo, 6-man. Wemby, Depoy. Corey Henderson, most improved. 5'11" point guard from UC San Diego. We actually took him Coach of the Year. James Borrego, 63-19, 1 seed in the conference. Just feels a little bittersweet. Oh my God. Denver signed Anthony Edwards. Oh, that's crazy. That is actually wild. Franz Wagner on All-NBA second team. Okay. Franz learned how to shoot. Became one of the best players in the league. Alejandro Diaz, All-NBA third team in Chicago. Bam Adebayo. I could have traded for him instead of Chet, but I was just like, I don't think they want to trade him. Sarr, All-NBA third team. We do get Chet. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. He's got a high ankle sprain. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we're taking on hopefully a bad team. Oh, okay, Hugo's back. He got hurt. We're taking on Brooklyn, so we got to take on Nikola Jokic, Julius Randle, Corey Kispert, Colin Watson, and Nolan Traore. Jokic brought Jamal Murray here. Ben Simmons, Santi Aldama, and I'm going to be without Tatum for the first probably 2 series and Holmgren potentially for this series. Do the Nets have any injuries? Cam Thomas is day-to-day. We're screwed, I think. I think they're going to beat us in round number 1. So what does 2K want to come up with? Sturts, Townsend, Hugo, Gordon, Queenance. I guess that's fine. So they want to play Bruce Brown. I'd rather not. They want to play Fred Gregory. I'd also rather not. I'll play Kata like 10 minutes a night. We'll go 20 to Pritchard, 20 to Eason, 28 to Bane is fine. 36 to Queenance. That's just ridiculous. I'm going to go like 37 to Townsend, 30 to Hugo. Let's go 32 to Queenance. Didn't we learn our lesson with him playing that many? All right. Can Townsend, a sophomore, carry this team until Tatum gets back? We win game 1 by 22. Townsend with 25-7. Gordon with 25. Hugo with 19-10. Sturts with a double-double. Queenance had 18, 9-6. And we win game 2. Bane with 22. Going to the team that technically drafted him. And Chet is back. Let's go. So, yeah. Kata's not going to play, I think. Let's get Chet in here. We'll try out the Chet Quaidance front court. I'm going to go like 29 to Quaidance. Let's go. How do I want to do this here? Bane could get like 26. I think Townsend, we can go to like 35. Starts 31. All right, we'll do something like that. We'll play the front court a decent amount. Game 3 goes to Brooklyn. Okay. We lose by 4 once Chet comes back. He had 31 and 13. Townsend had 13 assists. Man, he's playmaking. Game 4 goes to Boston. There we go. 32 for Chet. Thank you for coming back, Chet. And then we lose game 5 by 4. You go at 24. Don't lose game 6. Okay, thank you. Because we lost to an 8 seed last year. This time we get it done. 20-10 for Quaidance. Round number 2, taking on the Pistons. Always a good team because of Cade Cunningham now. Round number 1, Chet was the leading scorer, followed by Townsend. Hugo Gonzalez has come a long way, but he was inefficient at times. Tatum is still going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. Jesus. Can you like re-aggravate that? It looks so much worse. Game 1 goes to Detroit by 24. Not good. Game 2. Okay, they win both in Boston. That's not good. Game 3, we win by 20. 23-11 for Chet. Is somebody like struggling in this series that I should not play as much? Townsend's struggling, it looks like. What's he shooting? He's shooting 42 from the field. Bane is struggling. Jeez. Game 4 goes to Boston. We're alive. We are alive. 26 for Townsend. 22 for Sturts. Tatum, what's the update? 1 to 2 weeks. Huge game 5. Goes to Boston. We win 3 unanswered. Townsend with 21. Let's go. Gordon with 19 points. I feel like I should play Gordon a little bit more. So I may lower the Bane minutes, up the Aaron Gordon minutes, because he's kind of been a beast. So let's do something like that. All right. Game number 6. Please put it away. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We win by 3. Kate at 23. I think we played him kind of nice. Like we shut him down a little bit. Starts 22, 9-6. 12 rebounds and 5 blocks for Chet. Getting it done defensively. Townsend struggled. Yeah. I need Jason Tatum back. Townsend, no, gets hurt. Oh my God. So we're never going to get him and Tatum to really overlap for the playoffs. I guess now I'm glad I got Desmond Bane. He'll get 28 minutes a night. We'll go 35 Chet, 34 Quaidance. We'll do 26 to Gordon, 23 Eason, 22 Pritchard. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to a 10-man rotation or 9-man rotation. So 11 minutes. We'll go 30 to Bane, 33 Hugo. Can we go with 33 Sturts? Jeez, I don't even know what I'm going to do. 38 to Chet. That's probably stupid. Tatum is going to be back in 1 to 2 weeks. We're taking on Cleveland. Is it still 1 to 2 weeks or is he day to day? Yeah, Cleveland has Garland, Mitchell, Tyson, Mobley, Allen. They brought the other D Mitchell over here. They stole Rasheer Fleming from us. He was solid, nothing crazy this year. Game 1 goes to us. What? No Tatum. no Townsend, and we are up 1-0. That is amazing. They could easily win 4 in a row. Damn, Townsend might not come back till like deep in the NBA Finals. Tatum is day-to-day. Game 2, we lose. All right, well, thank God we won game 1. Pritchard went for 32 in this one. Game 3, we lose in overtime by 6. That is brutal, man. Bennett starts played 44 minutes. Tatum, please tell me you're back. How long are you going to be day-to-day for? Okay, thank God. Tatum is back. Let's get him into the starting lineup. We can now have a 9-man rotation again. We're going to lower Easton's minutes. We're going to lower Gordon's minutes. Probably going to lower Desmond Bane's minutes. Tatum's going to play like 40. Chet's going to get 34. Bane can get 24. 30 to Sturts. They want to start Pritchard over Sturts. I mean, Pritchard is killing it. We'll go like 22 to Gordon. We'll do 16 to Hugo for now. All right, game 4. Tatum back. We win. Let's go. Tatum after the elbow injury, 25, 11, and 7. Chet with 25 and 12. We win by 13. Game 5 goes to Cleveland, though. Oh, my God, by 1. They beat me by 7, by 6 in OT, and then by 1 in game number 5. All right, backs against the wall. Game number 6. Tatum, empty the clip on the road, please. Good first quarter. Not a great second. Good third. We're up by double digits. All right, we're closing it out. Let's go. Tatum doesn't empty the clip, but 24, 17, and 5. Hugo had a good game off the bench, and we're here. Game 7 of the conference finals. Townsend is still 1 to 2 weeks away. You have no Ant. Who's balling out there? Oh, Jaylen Brown signed with Minnesota. Oh, that would be poetic. Okay, wow. NBA fans are feasting. Double game 7 here at the conference finals. Can we beat Cleveland? Fine first quarter. Great second quarter. Oh my God, I could not have asked for a better second quarter. Tatum empty the goddamn clip. Let's go. Let's go. They were up 3-2, and we are going to win. Shades of, I guess, the Bucks-Celtics matchup in 2022, although that was in round 2. Either way, Tatum 26, 11, and 6. Holmgren with a double-double, and we are going to be in the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, it's not against Minnesota. They lost in Game 7 by 15. So we're going up against Dallas. So no Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum. We're going up against Anthony Simons, though, our old friend. Bub Carrington, Cooper Flagg, AD, Miles Turner. That's elite defense. Marketing off the bench for Terrence Shannon Jr., Claxton Highland. All right, see what we got here. Townsend is going to be out for probably the first like 3 to 4 games. So we're not going to get him back. Tatum, can you carry? We win game 1. Oh my God. Yeah, Tatum and Chet getting it done. Game number 2 goes to Boston by 1. Oh my God, what a fourth quarter choke. That is insane. Quaidance had 23, Chet had 21, Tatum had 30. 30. Oh my God, we outscored them by 16. It's far from over. We won the first 2 games at home. They're going to be home for the next 2. Townsend is day-to-day. Game 3, we win. Okay. We win by 6. 32, 13, and 8 for Tatum. On to game number 4. Gordon has a flu. Townsend is not going to come back, unfortunately. Are we going to pull off the sweep, or is it going to be a gentleman's sweep? We're up by 10 with 3 minutes to go, and the Boston Celtics are going to win the 2030 NBA Finals. Jason Tatum comes back from the elbow injury in the conference finals. Chet, Hugo, Pritchard kept us alive. Quaidance as well finally stepped up in the playoffs. Tatum, 32 points. He's going to be your finals MVP. He kind of became old Jason Tatum again. 32, 7, and 5. 1 block, 52, 47, 93 splits. Hell yeah. Townsend would have just came back. What a run. What a run with all the injuries we had. And we kind of overcame the adversity. Round 1, Townsend played 6 games. He played everything there. But Tatum didn't play. Round 2, Tatum didn't play. Round 3, Tatum misses 3 games. Townsend didn't play a single game. And then Tatum kind of carried us and won the NBA Finals. And the OGs we kept were basically Peyton Pritchard, Hugo Gonzalez, Jason Tatum. That's 4. And technically Neemias Queta, that's 5. So I hope you guys did enjoy that Boston Celtics rebuild here in NBA 2K26. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you thought of the rebuild, what do you think about the Celtics, which team I should rebuild next. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.